Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the aggression. So after going through this lecture, we will be able to define aggression, classification of aggression, models of aggression, determinants of aggression, methods of reducing aggression. Aggression is the form of behavior directed toward the goal of harming or injuring or inflicting damage upon other individual who is motivated to avoid it. It is intended to increase the social dominance. People can avoid such treatment or may fight back. It is not a motive, for example, revenge. It is not a negative attitude, for example, ethic or social prejudice. It is intended, not an accident. It is not an emotion, for example, anger. Violence, it is the pursuit of aggression by force. It is the form of destructive behavior that endanger life or produce adverse effects on victims. Excitement is the increased psychomotor activity with verbal and physical aggression, often accompanied by autonomic hyperactivity. There are various types of aggressions, so we will discuss each one of them one by one. Hostile aggression is defined as an aggression stemming from feelings of anger and aimed at inflicting pain or injury. Instrumental aggression, it is as means to some goal other than causing pain. It is used as a means. For example, if we want to win a trophy, we will try to get aggressive in a fight. So it is not directly meant to hurt the competitive but to achieve that trophy. So that is instrumental aggression. Physical or verbal aggression. Relational aggression such as bullying and social manipulation. Direct or indirect aggression. Form of aggression, tendency to be physically assault. Indirectly expressed hostility, irritability, negativism, resentment, suspiciousness, verbal expressed anger, humors, rumors. Models of aggression. There are various models of aggression. For example, biological basis of aggression. There are genetic factors which also contribute in aggression. For example, there were twin studies conducted in the past in which concordance rates for monozygotic twin is higher than dizygotic as regards aggressive behavior. Pedigree studies also suggest that persons with FH of aggression are prone to violent behavior. Chromosomal influence, more researcher concentrated on XYY syndrome. Tall, below average IQ, more likely to engage in criminal behavior. Inborn errors of metabolism. It is reported to be associated with aggression. For example, Lish, Nylon, S, phenylketonuria, etc. There are various lobes of brain, for example, frontal lobe, temporal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, in which there are sensory motor area, visual association, auditory Broca's area, prefrontal area, and frontal eye field. So biological basis of aggression model suggests that there are anatomical bases also which are responsible for aggressive behavior. Amygdala, temporal lobe, and limbic system. Stimulation of the amygdala result in augmented aggressive behavior, while lesions of this area generally reduce one's competitive drive and aggression. Hypothalamus plays a regulatory role. Hypothalamus causes aggressive behavior when electrically stimulated, but it also has receptors that determine aggression levels through the neurotransmitters serotonin and vasopressin. Frontal lobe dysfunctions after neurochemistry, neurometabolism, impaired functions of the prefrontal cortex lead to aggression as aggressive individuals have reduced prefrontal activation. Lesions in the frontal cortex are characterized by aggression, irritability, and short tempers. Hypofunctions of the frontal lobe, which help in controlling the impulsive behavior, has been found in studies. So there are clinical evidences also. For example, temporal lobe lesion may be associated with explosive aggressive behavior. Temporal lobotomy elevates the aggression. Birth trauma head injury, and intracerebral infections affecting the temporal lobe limbic system lead to aggression. Experimental studies also shows that overstimulation of amygdala in temporal lobe leads to aggressive behavior. Lesions or removal of temporal lobes or amygdala decrease the aggression. The animal become hypersexual, apathetic, and overeating behavior. Sham rage reaction, loss of inhibition or amygdala, pharmacological evidences, anti-epileptic drugs may be used to reduce the aggression. Model of aggression, biological basis of aggression, biochemical factors of aggression. Testosterone has been shown to correlate with aggressive behavior in mice and in some humans. Progesterone, LH, and prolactin in birds increase the aggression. Estrogen decrease the aggression. Thyroid hormones increase aggression. Serotonin, whereas low serotonin could contribute to aggressive behavior. Alcohol disinhibit an individual. Over half of all acts of rape occur while the aggression is under the influence of alcohol. Psychological theories of aggression. Psychoanalytical theory, innate theory, humanistic theory, drive theory, social learning theory. Psychological theories of aggression. Psychoanalytical theories. Sigmund Freud is well known as the father of psychoanalysis. In his early theory, Freud asserts that human behavior are motivated by sexual and instinctive drive, such as the libido, which is energy derived from the eros or life instinct. Thus, the repression of such libidinal urge is displayed as aggression. Later, Freud added the concept of thanatos or death force to his eros theory of human behavior. Contrary to the libido, energy emitted from the eros, thanatos, energy encourages the destruction and death. In this conflict between eros and thanatos, some of the negative energy of the thanatos is directed toward others to prevent the self-destruction of the individual. Thus, Freud claimed that the displacement of negative energy of the thanatos onto others is the basis of aggression. Freud's psychoanalytical theory demonstrated that aggression is innate, inevitable, common to all humans, leading to self or others' destruction. Psychological theories of aggression, psychoanalytical theories. According to Freud, aggression may be due to the impaired mother-child relationship. Children of punitive parents are more aggressive. Aggression is developed during the oral stage when the pleasure of biting is added to that of sucking. Fixation of the oral stage of psychosexual development may lead to sadistic personality. Aggression may be due to impaired development of superego. Aggression may be due to defense mechanism also, for example, projection, narcissism, repression. These defense mechanisms are used to deal with anxiety. Psychological theories of aggression. Lawrence theory, the evolutionary theory of aggression. Lawrence looked at instinctual aggressiveness as a product of evolution. Darwin's theory of survival of fittest is also comes under the evolutionary theory. Aggressiveness is beneficial and allows for the survival, territory protection, and success of population of aggressive species, since the strongest animal would eliminate weaker ones, and over the course of evolution the result would be a stronger, healthier population. Psychological theories of aggression. Adler's view and McDougall views. These two views are discussed under the psychological theories of aggression. Adler suggests that aggression is due to the striving for superiority and perfection, and McDougall view suggests that aggression is an instinct. A civilized man modifies and replaces physical aggression and destruction with sarcastic smiles, polished insulting words. Only when these methods fail may the individual regress to the primitive and childish way of behavior. Then, theories of aggression, humanistic theory, frustration aggression hypothesis. This hypothesis suggests that frustration leads to aggression. When we are not able to achieve some goal on our way, then we become frustrated, and this frustration leads to aggression. Aggression is a derived basic concept. It arises from deprivation of basic needs. Abraham Maslow gives this theory. The drive theory attributes aggression to an impulse created by an innate need. In this theory, frustration and aggression are linked in the cause and effect relationship. Frustration is cause of aggression and aggression is the result of frustration. Frustration may cause apathy, depression, anxiety, etc. Maslow's theory suggests that there are total 5 levels: physiological, safety, love, belonging, self-esteem, self-actualization. Humanistic theory says that the physiological needs are related to breathing, food, water, sex, sleep, homeostasis, excretion, etc. Safety needs require security of body, security of employment, of resources, of morality, of family, of health, of property. Love belongingness need stress on friendship, family, sexual intimacy, and self-esteem need require confidence, achievement, respect of others, respect by others, and self-actualization highlights morality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, lack of prejudice, acceptance of facts. Psychological theories of aggression. Social learning theory. Albert Bandura and his colleagues were able to demonstrate one of the ways in which children learn aggression. Bandura's theory proposes that learning occurs through observation and interaction with other people. The experiment involved exposing an aggressive model in which Bandura says that when the children observe the aggressive models, then they also become aggressive. So Bandura's theory proposed that learning occurs through observation and interaction with other people, and it involved exposing children to two different adult models, an aggressive model and a non-aggressive model. After witnessing the adult's behavior, the children would then be placed in a room without the model and were observed to see if they would imitate the behavior they had witnessed earlier. He predicted that children who observed an adult acting aggressively would be likely to act aggressively, and aggression is initially learned from social behavior and maintained by reward, which encourages the future further display of aggression. Aggressive responses are required so they are evitable. Media violence. Although most young people who are exposed to violence in TV and movies and playing violent video games do not become violent criminals, they can become more open to acts of violence. However, media violence is explicitly not considered a cause influence of aggression, but in a combination with genetic and early social influence could have an influence. Determinants of aggression. There are various determinants of aggression. For example, social determinants, environmental determinants, situational determinants. So first of all, we will go through the social determinants of aggression, in which frustration is the first determinant. As we have discussed earlier, aggression increases if a person feels blocked from achieving a goal. For example, if you want to get selected in a team or for a particular job, but you are not able to make it, so you will become frustrated, and then this frustration can lead to aggression. So this is social determinant. Other social determinant is direct provocation from others, physical abuse, or verbal insult serve as a powerful determinant of aggression. Exposure to aggressive model, for example, observational learning, disinhibition, desensitization, lack of social skill, inability to communicate, negotiate. Then the environmental determinants are air pollution, noise, crowding, heat. Air pollution like fumes, cigarette smoke produce irritability and aggression up to a certain limit. When the odor becomes foul, the aggression tend to decrease to escape from the unpleasant environment. Exposure to loud noises, irritating voices may increase your aggression. Overcrowding may increase aggression. Increased temperature like heat facilitate aggression but to a limit. So that is the reason also we feel more aggressive during the summertime than winter. Determinants of aggression, psychological determinants or situational determinants, heightened physiological arousal due to stress, anxiety, competition, vigorous exercise, or exposure to films that produce arousal. Sexual arousal, minimal level of aggression occurs in presence of mild sexual stimulation and stronger level with higher degree of stimulation. Physical pain may arouse aggressive drive but up to a limit. Severe pain may hinder aggression. Methods for reducing the aggression. There are various strategies or steps or method we can use for reducing the aggression, because aggression is not a positive emotion. So physical punishment is itself aggressive if actually models such behavior to children and may engage the greater aggressiveness. Punishment often fails to reduce the aggression because it does not accumulate what the aggression should do, only what he should not do. Sometimes it may be effective determinant to overt aggression if it is non-physical and delivered immediately after the aggression, so that the person could know for what action he is being punished. Catharsis is also important technique for reducing the aggression. The theory of catharsis predicts that venting one's anger would serve to make one less likely to engage in subsequent act of aggression. Guided by this theory, many educators encourages the aggressive person to express aggression in a healthy way, diffusing anger through apology. Apology plays an integral part to reduce the aggressive behavior, but the first question is whether the person believes an apology is even necessary, and here a gender difference is seen. Many men think that the apology is not required. Exposing children to non-aggressive model. So to people who, when provoked, express themselves in restrained, rational, pleasant manner, later the children will behave peacefully and gently if put in a provocating situation. Training in communication and problem solving skill. People are not born knowing how to express anger non-violently. Teaching people techniques how to communicate anger in constructive ways, how to negotiate and compromise, and how to show their resentment when conflicts arise, and how to be more sensitive to the needs and desire of others. Building empathy. Empathy has shown significant effect in reducing the level of aggression among school children while raising the social emotional competence and reducing anger. Anger replacement training. Cognitive behavioral intervention focused on adolescence, a program that has three components: social skill, anger control training, and moral reasoning. So, this is all for our aggression chapter, in which we have almost covered the reasons for our aggression, what are the determinants of aggression, biological, social, situational, personal, So all these factors are responsible for our aggression and how we can deal with them effectively. So by applying the aggression management therapy or counseling, also we can reduce this aggressive behavior. So